We welcome our guests. We have professors from PNU. We have guests from Indonesia, fresh from Bali, Indonesia. And then we have Heidi Chon. Kumusta ang stranded sa Bali?
Okay naman po.
Ano ba mag-isa dyan? O meron kayong kasama?
Opo. May mga friends na French na kasama sa villa.
So, okay naman, mukhang okay ka naman dyan. Masarap ba pagkain sa Bali?
Mas accessible yung pagkain po kasi nakakita kami ng pork. Kasi pag sa Jakarta, hindi masyado.
Maganda kayo ng mug. Yeah, kasi may pictorial with your mug later.
Okay po.
Wow. Nelson! Salita ka, Nel. Bakit ka naka-mute? Wala pa naman eh. Still have 5 minutes to chika.
Hello, kumusta mga kababayan? Mula sa Visayas, Mindanao, ASEAN. At tayo ay nagagala. Kahapon, Philippines. Kayo naman ay from China. Hopefully, next month, i-booking na ni Mambik ang Europe. Sa UK.
Abangan nyo yung Europe ko kasi meron talaga akong guest from Germany. Na hindi nauna na siya actually noong mga January ba yon. Iaayos ko na lang yung video kasi I had a guest from Germany.
Baka naman umabot ngayon sa world as a universe.
Oo nga, baka may guest na
natin.
A universe rather.
Oh my God.
Extraterrestrial connections.
ang maganda kasi nito is we exchange ideas tapos we learn something and then we also connect with our alumni na has been flying high in different parts of the world. So yung mga nandito din will be able to learn from them. Like Randolph. Hi Randolph.
Hi ma'am.
Si Randolph ay nasa Bacoor. Kumusta naman ang ayuda dyan sa Bacoor?
Okay naman, ma'am.
Kumusta naman bang kailangan ni Randolph ng ayuda?
Magbigay ka kayo ayuda.
Estudyante ko yung dati, ma'am, nung high school siya.
Really?
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
So talagang anak ng anak na to, no? Grabe. Nakakatuwa naman. So, ikaw ang nagturo sa kanya or nag-inspire sa kanya magiging chem teacher.
Hindi ma'am, bio talaga gusto niyan.
Nagbago isip ko, sir.
Talaga.
Brainwash. Ano ba pinangako sa'yo ni Sir Michael? Lead role ba sa Kemilandia?
Nagtampo sa akin yung Kemilandia niya, sir.
Kaya yan pumasok si Randolph kasi sa Kemilandia. Kumusta Randolph? Nag-aral ka ba ngayon? Nag-enroll ka, di ba? Ng master's?
Yes, ma'am. Kakabigay lang ng
grade mo. Masaya ka ba sa grade mo?
Masaya. Masaya po.
Pumasa naman,
Pumasa po.
Okay, good. Congratulations.
I get to
maunahan pa ako niyan, ma'am, matapos.
Or chem. Mukhang nag-iba na sila ngayon ng mga subject. Kaya sumulat ka na sa Dean. Ang Dean ngayon ay si Dr. Orlean. Makipag-usap ka rin kay CJ kung meron silang offer ng organic para ma-arrange yung...
Lilipat ka na dito.
Ma-arrange yung online learning while doing.
Big Marie, itatapon na yan sa South Luzon, TLD.
Bakit naman itatapon mo si Dichon sa
Nasa Indonesia na ako.
Nasa Indonesia na, nasa Bali ngayon eh.
Wow. Palit pa swimming na lang sa
Ang lungkot niya na nabuhay. Tingin-tingin lang sa dagat. Parang ganyan.
Those ang beach, sir. Bawal mag-beach. Pero marami pa yung mga beach.
Baka gusto nyo i-explore yung change your background ng Zoom. Nandoon sa video.
Ano ba yan?
Doon sa video, doon sa left corner, nakita nyo yon. I-click nyo yung
virtual background.
Yan. Tapos change it to virtual.
Talaga.
Mamili kayo ng background para masaya, di ba? I just learned that one last Saturday, di ba? By doing this, ang dami-dami kong mga natutunan na
yung sa akin, Ma'am Big, na-try ko, nagiging para akong pixelated, mukhang ako yung background.
Ayun nga, parang nakakatuwa nga to kasi, meron siyang background.
Baka pag nag-virtual background si Sir Nelson, maging tayo.
Mag-glitch ako dito.
Maganda rin yung makasimang background.
Baka iba yung maipakita ni Sir.
May may...
Tulad yung kay Vico.
Oo nga, may lakad na nakakubad sa kung saan-saan. Sige, kwento.
So,
Kwento natin
kami
yan.
yung mga bagong dating, mga those who just signed in, welcome to our talk.
Hello, JD.
Hi, ma'am. Hello.
JD, fresh from Taguig.
Yes po.
Kumusta? Kumusta ang katawan mo? Kasi laki ba ni Mando?
Nahabol ko na siya, ma'am.
Kung makabuli, Nakamiss makipag-usap sa inyo. Ayan, itsura nyo, ha? Wala kayong nanay tagagupit sa inyo. Pumunta kayo dito. Kita ko kayo. Sige.
John, ilang taon ka na dyan sa Indonesia nga pala?
First year ko dito, sir. Tapos continuing next year. Pero next year, iba na po yung physics tsaka grade 6 na yung tuturuan ko. Physics grade 10. Tapos ATL coordinatorship. Ang
dami namang role sa buhay.
Wala, unti lang po yung teacher. Stop hiring kami.
Ayun ang isa sa mga problems. How about you dyan sa inyo, Eric? Meron din ba?
Na po?
Non-hiring?
Na-hiring. I think tapos na sila eh. And at the same time, masyadong mahirap dito sa China na hiring. Kasi, di ba, sarado nga yung mga embassies. Tapos, bawal pa rin na pumasok lahat ng mga kahit sino foreigners. Sa kahit may residence permit ka pa, bawal ka pa rin pumasok pag foreigner ka. So, medyo mahirap pa rin. So, ngayon, kapag nasa China ka, tas teacher ka, masyadong mataas yung demand sa'yo. Everyday, nakakakuha ko ng mga 10 sa LinkedIn. Kasi, hey, you're in Shanghai. Hey, you're in China. Would you like to change a school?
So, marami ang tawag doon? Nag-fish para recruiter. Maraming nanliligaw para mag-hire sila na nandiyan na. Madali bang
pupunta na si Dichut dyan. I from China. Hello.
sir.
yung mga kasi mga teachers na galing Indonesia, they're also going to China. Yun ang usual na migration ng science teacher from Indonesia nagpupunta ng China.
Yes.
Australia. So,
kasi po, parang mas mabilis mag-process ng visa going to those places kapag dito ka manggagaling.
Oh, okay. Sa Indonesia. We'd like to welcome Wella at saka si Mary Jane sa natin. Pakita naman yung mga itsura nyo ngayon. Isa lang ang loyal sa iyo, Eric, sa mga kaklase mo. Ng pa.
Mga pala, Ma'am Vic, yung iba pala nag-Australia. Hindi ko naman nagkakasakstan na pumupunta na nung malapit sa Russia.
Oo. Meron din tayong mga estudyante, mga alumni na nandun na sa Kazakhstan. Oo.
Yes, sir. Nelson.
Ilan na ba tayo?
Medyo okay na tayo. 15. Ayan na. Iyan ang hinihanap ko eh. Hinintay ko si Ate Christine pumasok para maging masaya ang buhay natin. Si Nelson na ang magbe-birthday.
Opo.
Ano handa mo, Nel?
Napag-isipan ko na. Dahil kami ay quarantine, online na lang din yung handaan na.
Hi, Ate Christine.
Magluluto si Mama lang ng view.
Video mo, Ate Christine. Naririnig kita. Ayan na. Si Ate Christy. Bumati ka, Ate Christy. Mahina ka. Earphone ka para hindi maririnig yung aso. Ayan na. Check attendance ka na. We'll start in a minute.
Si Morland pala, dito na. Nakita ko rin. After 3 years ba?
Ay, masaya tong meeting na to. Welcome to this meeting, Jasmine. Kaya kayo ng video, pipicture na tayo ng pipicture na tayo with our mugs.
Okay. Ay, wala pa akong mug.
Binisan mo, kahit wala laman.
Wait.
Akong mug.
Wait, ma'am. Wait lang.
Oh. Hi, Ryan. Sige.
Wala rin.
Magbukas kayo ng video bago tayo mag-start. Ano ba yan?
Sorry, I'm zoomable.
Hindi mo makikita yung mug mo, Ma'am Vic, kasi magiging screen
kaya
mo rin.
Ayan. Magiging screen ko siya. Sabi nga ni Nelson, parang screen lang eh. Okay, ready? Ay, Asaan na? Hello, Jasmine. Can you say hello with your video?
Hello.
Hi,
On mo naman yung
ma'am.
video mo.
Sorry, I'm not zoomable.
Good
Masyadong
morning,
Naka-zoom,
Jasmine.
naka-zoom out ka ba, ma'am?
I'll just turn off my video. Sorry.
Actually, it's a meeting of the Kulots. Tingnan mo, andito si Jane Bolando. So,
Actually, kagigising ko lang.
Bagong gising. Oh, sige, on. Magpipicture na ako ha. Ready? Okay, so
Okay naman.
good morning, everyone. Let's welcome everyone to the Coffee Talk Online with Vic Marie. Today is May 19, and we have a guest from Shanghai who will be sharing with us experiences on ECQ at Shanghai and return to school over there with Erickson Verdon, a BSE Physics batch 2011. So we will begin with a prayer. Let's pause for a while. Lord, thank you for your wonderful blessings for us and for the day that you have given us. Thank you, God, for all those participants here and for our guests. We pray, Lord, for your wisdom. We ask for your wisdom, Lord, as we continue with our discussion today. And we ask for your provisions and protection as we stay at home for the ECQ. And we pray, Lord, for your presence in our needs as we go on with this talk. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay. The last time we had our guest from the University of Santo Tomas, and he shared with us, reach out. The last words were reinvent the wheel, explore the process, align to the essentials, create structures and routines, hook the learners, offer means of communication, use HAT's authentic reflective assessments, and then trust the process. Please watch out for the video uploaded today via YouTube. So we will also share to you if you missed that session with us. Okay, thank you, Ryan, for giving us this experience in remote chemistry teaching during the ECQ.
Welcome, ma'am. Welcome.
Okay. So, sana hindi ito yung last mo na ano. So, this show is brought to you by my friend, Adolfo Roque. So, if you need some financial coaching, you just connect with him. And for today's coffee, it is Nescafe Creamy White. Ang reason ng pagbabangon nyo ngayong Tuesday. Your mic if you don't want to talk, and then turn off your video if you need to, if your connection is not good. Use the chat box during your to ask your questions, and then notify the speakers if you have immediate questions. Dati kasi parang turn off and then wait for the presenter to finish his discussion. Kaso lang on our first episode, mas maganda na you also butt in for your questions. Just notify the speaker kung gusto niyo makipag-usap. So we will have like at least 1 hour for this one today. So make sure na you will participate during this discussion. So our guest speaker today, as I've mentioned earlier, is a BSE Physics 2011 alumni from PNU. And he is now connected with a school in Shanghai, Shobao Dwight High School. Is that the way we pronounce that one? Let us all welcome Erickson Verdon,
Hello.
a pride of the physics group.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for welcoming me. Thank you, Ma'am Camacho, for welcoming me. Yeah, so
welcome. Thank you very much, Eric, na you accommodated us kahit na very busy ka. The last time that I talked with you, you said that you had a tutorial. So before we will proceed with your talk, konting kwento naman, what happened to you after 2011, after you leave the portals of the university?
It's been a while. 2011, I went to Makati to teach there for 1 year. And then afterwards, I transferred to Libis, Quezon City. And then afterwards, I went to St. Jude Catholic School, which is a Chinese Filipino Catholic school, for like 5 years. I've taught there for 5 years, wherein it really molded me to be the best version of myself, because the demands there is so high, most especially the parents' demands.
So, doon ka ba rin natutong mag-Chinese?
Hindi.
So
So,
when did you fly to Shanghai?
2018, I decided to go to Shanghai. It was just an offer. It was just a long time shot because, I'm not sure whether I'm really prepared. And I did not apply for an agency.
Mhm.
Ano lang ako,
Direct
direct hire.
hiring.
I'm
Oh.
just looking for just an application, and because I've been teaching IB physics for 2 years already in St. Jude, and I already know like the app or like the website, and then
Mm.
inisa-isa ko yung emails
Mm-mm.
ng mga principals there.
Mm-mm.
Hey, are you looking for a physics teacher? That, and then eventually I ended up getting that.
Okay, so are you still in the same school? Yung
Yes,
ano,
I'm still in the
so
same school, and
okay.
I just renewed my contract for 2 years again.
Congratulations. So siguro nagustuhan ka talaga nila, no? Balita ko, 'di ba, may outstanding award ka pa nga, 'di ba? Diyan sa school?
May nomination, but I'm
Ah.
not yet sure. I'm not yet sure if I'll win that one. I hope that I will win, not just because of the excellent award, but because of money.
Okay, so yun talaga ang motivation.
Oo, kasi bawat award dito, sobrang taas ng mga money eh.
Okay.
So lahat sinasalihan ko. Kahit SA award pa siya.
Pero yung Libby, yung iwan mo yung mga parents mo being the único hijo.
It was very difficult. Very difficult kasi sabi ko sa kanila, I'm not sure, and they are not also sure. My father cannot really let me go. Hindi siya madali kasi sabi niya parang palagi nandoon, palaging nandiyan. You know what? Nasa college ako, share ko lang na sobrang overprotective ng tatay ko na at a certain point pumupunta siya, nag-sneak in siya sa PNU, tapos kinukuha niya yung mga klase ng cellphone numbers ng mga klase ko. At tinatanong kung nasaan ako, and so on. So that's how protective my father was.
Nausap pa nga ako di ba?
Hindi ko nga rin po alam ng mga ganun eh.
So how was your,
yung mama mo yun?
Yung parang, were you able to, ano tawag doon, yung experience mo nang you were far away from your parents for the first time? Medyo okay ba?
It was difficult, but I already embraced the idea that I need to let go. You know, the feeling that I need to parang to grow, to grow more. And siguro malungkot siya at first, pero every weekend umaalis ako, parang naglalakad-lakad ako, parang just to, first month siguro homesick ka, pero after that, if you're my friend in Facebook, you'll realize that I'm not really so lonely here. I am enjoying
may
my
kaaway
stay.
ka pa kang kapitbahay, ano?
So yun, sometimes.
Do you have some Filipino friends over there?
I do, pero lately ko lang siya na kita kasi hindi rin masyadong nagkikita-kita. So may mga Filipino restaurant dito. So every Saturday, Sunday, doon nagkita-kita.
So can you describe to us kung ano yung school calendar ng China?
Yes.
Sa Shobay?
So, this is Qibao. We start September, and then afterwards, December, for foreigners, we have vacation. We have Christmas vacation, but for Chinese, they don't have. January 18, meron kaming Chinese New Year. The Chinese New Year is roughly 3 weeks. And there, we will go back around first week of February hanggang June na siya.
Yung this school year, nagkaroon din ba kayo ng ECQ sa Shanghai?
Merong ECQ, pero you can still go out.
So ano can you describe to us kung ano yung mga limitations ng ECQ ng China that time? Kailan nga ba yun nangyari?
Magtatagalog po ako pa kasi
Sure. Mga Tagalog naman itong mga kasama
in this
natin.
particular issue, you know that China limits information outside. Wala po kaming Google, Facebook, Instagram. gumagamit po ako ng panibagong application na binabayaran kada taon para makagamit po ng mga bagay na yon, mga applications na yon. So, meron po ang China na panibagong mga websites. Twitter, may Weibo po sila, may Baidu, Google po nila yan, Google version, pero masyadong limited po yung mga information. Nag-start po ako naka-receive ng mga information po niyan ay December na rin po, nakita ko na po siya sa Twitter. Nakita ko na siya ng Twitter, pero hindi namin masyadong sineseryoso dahil hindi na baka fake news lang siya. Nag-start na siya January 18.
So wala na kayong pasok?
Mawawalan pa lang po kami ng pasok. So January 18, parang sinasabi na sa amin na parang may virus nga daw po. So yun.
Bakasyon kayo that time?
Yes, bakasyon kami at that time.
Baka
so,
ilang weeks ang bakasyon ng Chinese break, Chinese New Year break?
Parang 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Okay,
so parang vacation rin pa na para Christmas vacation.
So hindi na-disrupt yung klase nyo?
Yes, hindi na-disrupt yung klase namin. So we are thinking na parang okay lang, meron naman kaming vacation and so on. Pero nung nagsabi nung in-announce na i-close ang borders ng Wuhan, that's a big one. It's like so much kasi parang Wuhan is like Quezon City, ganun siya kalaki. And who would have thought na parang i-close ang isang city? Close as in hindi ka makakalabas sa lahat ng borders. Nilagyan ng parang walls sa paligid niya para hindi ka talaga makalabas.
How far is Wuhan sa Shanghai?
Shanghai kasi south siya, medyo malapit siya sa Taiwan, pero Wuhan ay nasa gitna. So
parang yan?
Pwede. Medyo malayo talaga
Batanes
siya.
to Manila, ganon ang
Pwedeng ganon.
Kaya
yes.
So hindi kayo masyadong affected kasi north naman yung na-close na borders.
Yes. Pero dahil sinabi ng government, people are really doing it already and you cannot go into restaurants or to subway stations without a mask.
So nung after ng Chinese na New Year break, March na. So were you able to return to school?
No, it was February. January to February. We were not able to return to school because they suspended the work itself. They suspended it 2 weeks yung suspension ng klase. And it was big because I've experienced worse, like for example big typhoon pero hindi pa rin mag-suspend ng klase, accidents and so on, walang suspension ng klase. So nung nag-suspend sila ng klase, we thought that it was very serious.
Okay. So when you had your suspension of classes, ano ang ginawa ng school nyo?
Suspension ng classes, sabi lang nila you just have to prepare for materials online. But they did not say that we have to prepare videos. When that time comes na I already prepared videos. For me, ahead of the other teachers because I've been doing YouTube videos even before. I know how to edit.
Nandito ka sa Pilipinas, nag-YouTube videos ka na?
Yes. I know how to edit. I know how to upload it. I know how, so, very basic, but at least I know how to upload it already.
So, meron kang YouTube channel? Ano ang pangalan ng YouTube channel mo?
Yeah, just my name, Erickson Verdon.
How many lessons have you uploaded in your YouTube?
Siguro mga 40.
Puro ba to physics?
Yes, puro physics.
Anong
class.
mga level grade 11 to 12 or yung junior high school?
Grade 11 to 12. Yes.
So covered mo na ang mga ilang lessons or mga ilang quarters. For the whole year covered na ng videos mo?
Ay no. Ang hirap rin kasi niya mag-edit ng videos. It takes time. Of course, you don't just record videos, you make quality content because one video represents you as a teacher and one mistake would say that you are not a good teacher. I always make sure that when I upload the video there, I watched it for 3 times and double checked my calculations.
So how long does it take for you to develop a video?
Siguro 3 hours. One video. One video can be like 8 minutes.
So anong ginagamit mo to edit your video? Meron ka ba mga tools?
Just Movie Maker. Yeah, I just use Movie Maker. The school provided me video apps there at the school. It's in Chinese. So,
Yung mga
mahirap siya.
estudyante mo ba, prefer yung Chinese na movies o videos or yung videos na ginagawa mo? Siyempre, for
Yung videos na ginagawa ko, kasi pag teacher, alam na nila kung paano yung style. Alam nila. And at the same time, kahit Chinese pa yung video dun sa kabila, but my approach is different. So,
what is the approach? Like, meron ka bang mga basic na mga principles and like, meron kang in context? Ano ang mga integration na nilalagay mo sa videos mo?
Nilalagyan ko ng mga vocabulary na things na dapat nilang pag-aralan. And at the same time, the questions, I put, because for us, this is IB. International Baccalaureate is our curriculum. In international, there is A-level, AP Physics. So what I do there is that I solve the questions of IB. So, I mean, it's very easy to get the mark scheme, the answers, but it's not easy to do it step by step. So that's what they are looking at.
Okay, so you show them how to solve problems in your videos. Okay. Hindi ko pa nakikita yung sample na to. So, guys, if you have time, you could also see those videos and try to see if you could use it in your classes, even if it's junior high or kung sino man ang nagtuturo ng anong mga topics na nandoon? Can you give us
pareho lang rin naman po.
Topics?
Pareho lang rin naman po. Waves, electricity, Kirchhoff's law, yung mga ganun. So, mechanics.
So, were you able to experience also remote teaching?
Remote teaching,
yung pinapag-klase na kayo before pa kayo nag-meet no yung estudyante nyo?
Yes. So we did online. We did online classes. So the good thing about it is that prior to having prior sa sinabi na nila magkaroon tayo ng online classes, ay nag-upload na kagad ako doon. And then at the same time, pinag-aralan ko na rin kagad yung Zoom. Pinag-aralan ko yung, meron kaming panibago, Jumu, ang pangalan niya. It's like the Chinese version of Zoom. And pinag-aralan ko rin siya. Eventually, please share your Kotobi. I don't know what Kotobi is.
Kotobi is, I think, is an online book making, ito yung sa DepEd ngayon na sinasabi na pwede kang gumawa, you write module using the Kotobi. Okay, so how did you manage your online classroom? Did you also talk with the parents before you had your classroom, or you just did it with your class?
I just did it with the class, and first of all, I cannot do I cannot talk to the parents because the parents are Chinese.
Okay,
and only 10% of them can speak in English. So,
pero yung klase mo, yung mga English speaking na sila. So, although they need to have translation.
There's no problem with
communication.
English communication because they cannot enter the school if they cannot speak in English.
Okay.
So the quality standard there is really high.
So when did you return to your school?
We returned last week.
So can you now show us your slides? How did you do your return to school preparations?
Yes, but ma'am, you have to share.
You can share screen.
You can assign me a co-host. Thank you very much. Nakakapag-share na po.
Ayan.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome also to Professor Brando from Hong Kong, who just signed in.
Well. So this is how it is. January 18 started our 3-week Chinese New Year's vacation, and sobrang rami talaga ng mga people sa railway station. This is just railway station, and you know that China has like almost 2 billion people. So there, it has been a culture for the Chinese to go to their hometown. It's like a requirement. So there, we have Weibo, Baidu, Youku, and Bilibili, and these are Chinese apps that are regulated by the Chinese government. February, first 2 weeks, the classes were suspended. Third week, we started our online classes. So from the third week of February to March and April, we are doing online classes.
Mm-hmm.
These are my YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel. For example, this one is IB Physics Topic 4.1, 4.2 Questions Review, Paper Data Analysis Question. And afterwards, this is my Bilibili. Bilibili is a YouTube counterpart in Chinese. This is Bilibili, and Bilibili, let me tell you that Bilibili is really so good in giving money to.
So you also earn.
This is just the first time. Kasi I know that in order for you to get money from YouTube, you need to have so many subscribers. But in Bilibili, you can get coins, and that particular coin is converted into money.
Mm-hmm. How much have you earned from that?
This is just 100 RMB, but 700 pesos. But this is already, if I really took time to work on this, then you can really earn. But of course, I'm already doing the classes. It's not easy to edit videos.
Uh-huh.
So there. This is not mine. This is not mine.
Is that your
this
dream? Is that your dream working station?
This is my dream working station, but this is the working station of students because yes, because our students are very rich. You can just go into our school just because you're smart. You have to be rich also.
Okay.
So there.
So even then, can you describe to us the functions of those different?
It's like this. Sometimes I will go on with this one. So this is like my students.
How many students do you have?
In one class, I have roughly 18 to 20.
Mm-hmm.
But
manageable
I have
naman. Manageable naman yan.
Manageable because they're just like Filipino students, very respectful. I don't have any problems with them in terms of doing certain things. So we have applications like Zoom, Jumu, DingTalk. There. This is Assess Prep. This is the what I'm saying a while ago.
Teka muna, gusto kong malaman muna yung yan. Kung ano, how do all those function during lessons?
During lesson kasi may mga pagkakataon na nagsusulat sila habang nagle-lesson, and at the same time may
you require them to write something?
Yes, because they have an iPad and they can convert it into PDF, and then while doing that,
daming screens niyan.
Yeah, I don't know also.
Siguro yung iba for video.
For videos, yes, for videos. They are doing this sometimes. It's because they are cheating. And this is the repercussion kapag you're having online assessments.
So how do you check if it's authentic yung response ng mga bata?
So here we have an online application which is Assess Prep. AssessPrep.com locks you out whenever you are doing an assessment. So that means that they cannot use Google. Like, it's just only for this Assess Prep. It's just only for that one, and you cannot leave. If you leave, you will get 0. So kahit i-escape mo siya, kahit i-turn off mo siya, nakalock lang yung screen mo there.
Pero if your students have a lot of screens doon, yung di ba? So
yes. So
there is
that
a possibility
means
na
they have they have two things. They have a camera here and a screen here.
So chine-check nyo rin by camera.
Yes.
Okay.
So yung talagang parang CCTV yung camera. So naka-zoom yung camera. They are using Zoom as that one, so we can see everything. And the school provided us with a lot of TVs, very big TVs that we can see each student, like we can zoom and it's not pixelated. It's really so clear.
Uh-huh.
So I think that China really invested in technology. Let me just tell you this. In the Philippines, normally we have 1 Mbps, 2 Mbps, and we are paying 1,000-ish, 1,500. But in China, usually we have 25 Mbps for 700 pesos. But when this time na nagkaroon ng pandemic, they upgraded it to 50 Mbps to 100 Mbps.
So
They
fast.
lessened the amount of money that you need to pay. You know how it is. They invested so much in the internet. Like how fast is it? You can download a video, you can download 2-hour movie within like 10 minutes. That's how fast it is. It's just unbelievable how they've done it. So they know already that this is the new normal. So since hawak nila lahat ng mga agencies, alam nila that they can actually provide internet connection to people.
Wow, that's great. So, yan ang isa sa mga challenges dito sa Pilipinas kasi we are at the bottom 10 ng mga listing ng mga the poorest at saka the slowest internet in the world.
Correct.
So information can really be downloaded so fast.
Very efficient. So there we went back May 11 for grade 11 and then May 18 for grade 10. So just for this week, the grade 10. But yeah, just last Saturday, Sunday, I helped with carrying their bags because they have dorms, they have lockers, everything. It's set up in the school already.
Pati ba ikaw nasa loob ng school? Or was that normal sa kanila? It's a boarding school?
Yes, it's very normal for students because not everyone is living in Shanghai. And Shanghai is very big. You can be in another part of the city.
So they provide a dormitory in their schools.
They're provided dormitory for them. So this one, it's very important. Bago ka makapasok, you need to provide this. This one is connected to Alipay. Alipay is like connected to your passport. China is using high-class technology in terms of dealing with this one. WeChat and Alipay is how we pay money. We don't bring cash anymore. Wala kaming pera. So we just bring our cell phones. We use Alipay and WeChat to pay for anything. So ang bawat tao ay merong national ID. And that national ID is connected to your cell phone number. So it's not easy. And yung cell phone number na yon is connected to your internet connection. It's not easy to give out your opinion because everything can be traced.
Okay, so security-wise, kailangan mo talagang mag-ingat lahat ng actions mo. Anong gamit naman yan? Anong gamit ng QR code aside from
this
paying?
Particular QR code, you need to present it to people, to restaurants or to anywhere. Kasi this one means you have stayed in Shanghai for 2 weeks. You're not in yellow. Yellow means quarantined. You went somewhere else to another city. Paano nila malalaman yun? That means that the server itself na nakita nila na gumamit ka ng cellphone sa ibang bansa.
So that serves also as your quarantine pass. Yung yellow, you are out from Shanghai. Tapos pag green, safe ka na from quarantine.
Safe ka. And if you're red, that means that you went to a
sa
hospital.
amin, paper ID pa rin. Pag maulan, nababasa siya. So, ang layo namin sa technology, natin sa technology on that.
Yes. Yes. So, it's just amazing. You just scan the code and then it will just prompt you to this one. But, of course, students, a mask is a must. Hindi ka pwede na makapasok sa school without a mask. However, sometimes you just remove it kapag ganito lang, kapag nag-PPE kapag tumatakbo.
Oho. So mga ilang meters ang social distancing? Same lang. 6 feet.
1 meter pa
1
rin.
meter. Oo.
1 meter pa rin. Students are still very safe. Like,
Mm-mm.
they don't want you to be getting close to them or to each other, even though that they are friends, because they know that this is very serious matter. And the students came from different parts of China. And of course, even though that you have this, they understand that you can be asymptomatic.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
before staying in the dorm, they had to be in Shanghai for 2 weeks before coming in kasi
Yeah,
they need to be quarantined. Saan naman sila nilalagay during quarantine? Merong providers.
Meron. So sa video,
Mm-mm.
pwede silang pupunta sila sa hospital itself. So it's a common practice for them, especially if they are attending school in the metropolis. Yeah. How many time is spent for conducting online lecture with the students in class? Hi, sir. I have only 4 classes, but during online, I only teach for 2 periods. 2 periods, and one period is 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So roughly 1 hour and 30 seconds. 1 hour and 30 minutes, I'm done already within the day. So online classes is not so difficult for me. For example, 8 to 9:30, you're done. You can do whatever you like.
So napaka-easy pala ng online, no? Kasi yung 4 sections na yon done simultaneously?
No. Done individually.
Okay.
Pero 2 beses lang kami in 1 week.
2 meetings in a week.
2 meetings in 1 week. So there.
The same class, the same course, or meron ka pang different preparations?
I have grade 11 and grade 12, so it's different preparation, but it's the same syllabus. It's the same syllabus, so it's just the same.
So every year, so for the past 2 years, yun lang ang tinuturo mo, wala nang mga changes?
For every year, next year, I will be teaching grade 10.
So magkakaroon ka na naman ng bagong preparation for your online lessons.
Yes. So the preparation for online lessons, but actually it's also okay that binibigyan ka ng panibagong trial. Just for
may tanong si Dichon, do you spend the 2 periods for discussion only, or ano yung mga activities na you do during your class?
I do Kahoot. I don't know if you know Kahoot. I do Quizlet. I do competitions sa kanila. So there is online interaction that is happening. Before anything else, I ask students individually. Why? Let me just tell you one thing. There was one time that I keep on asking a student, hey, what's this? What's this? But the student's reaction is just like this. Why? It's just funny, but let me just tell you this. I think the student presented a camera here in the camera, like he put a cell phone onto the camera, and the video that he is showing is like this. So he recorded himself as doing this so that he's present in the meeting, but he's not really there. He's just doing something else.
Too bad. Okay.
Actually, ma'am, if you're doing Zoom, sir, they can upload a video of themselves.
So parang ganun gito lang.
Yes, that's why you can see them as they are there, but actually it's just a recorded video because in our school we already caught around 3 to 5 students doing that. So
how do you resolve that situation in order for you to really be assured na nandyan sa classroom mo yung bata? So yun, mga Kahoot.
Yeah, we call them also one by one and ask them questions on the discussion. So from there, malalaman mo kung sino yung naka-record lang yung video nila.
naka-present. So, ikaw, Eric, anong ginawa mo dun sa batang nod lang ng nod?
Yun, malaki ang mga parusa kapag mga ganun. Because
so, anong parusa
meron
ang usual na nandyan sa
meron kaming curriculum department, they can be may warning, and then the second time they can go out. The Chinese educational system is just very strict with this kind of cheating cases, disrespecting. That's why students are very respectful. Halimbawa, they were just caught cheating in research paper twice. Whatever it is, twice, they can just go out. Wala nang trial.
They can be kicked out from the school?
Kicked out from the school.
Okay.
And eventually, it will be part of their record. And remember, like what I told you, everything is recorded online. So, if you have a case before, it will be part of your case forever.
Okay, so marred forever. Hindi parang si Kim Chu na nakatayo na ngayon at may bago na siyang song.
Yung ganun.
Okay, are you done with your presentation? Do you want
I can
present
the
something?
video. I can present the video kung ano nangyari doon sa anong nangyari. This was prepared by
teachers. Can you see it po, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes. So this one, so paliwanag ko lang, before, pwede kang pumili ng food. Right now, they just provided by the people provided na para hindi ka na tumagal pa. All you need to do is just to bring it and then go out. I mean, stay in that.
Sad, no talking.
Right now, nilagyan na nila ng divider. Sa dito, nilagyan na nila ng divider para no talking really.
May extra rice.
So there po, everything was taken care of in terms of procedures, and everything na ginawa dito ay, for example, nilalagay talaga sa mga hospitals right away. There was a case before that hindi nalagay and eventually talagang lumala na lang yung sakit.
Okay. So, na all the schools, sa lahat ng mga school leaders na nag-attend today, should also look into how to prepare the schools on methods of disinfection, yung mga ways of manner, kung ano mangyayari for the teachers, students, kung meron man silang mga may suspected sila na merong ganong virus, then meron silang mga implemented na mga measures, preventive measures, in order for that to do. So, dito sa Pilipinas, I think DepEd and the SUCs kagaya namin should also look into this kind of preventive measures at yung mga videos na ganito for information dissemination. Hindi po ba? So,
Correct,
sino po ba ang gustong mag-react dito sa presentation?
Yeah,
Are you done with your presentation? Can we now
Yes.
open for Q&A? Sige. Q&A na tayo. Sino po ba ang
Gustong makitanong? So while we were doing the presentation, meron nagsasabi dito suggestions ng mga different ways of checking.
Hello.
Doing assessment. Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Emmy.
Hi. So I've been listening. Ay, magtagalog na lang tayo. So nakinig ako.
Okay.
Question for Mr. Erickson, kay Sir. Hello, Sir. Salamat po sa pagbibigay ng oras para sa ating coffee talk ngayong araw. Ang tanong ko po is nung opening nung klase niya. It's not really opening, 'di ba? Bumalik lang kayo kasi hindi pa kayo bakasyon. It's not summer vacation yet. Kamusta naman yung first day? Kasi magbabalik na kami sa school. So nung May 16, ay nag-end ang aming academic year dito sa Indonesia. It's also an international school, but we're not following the IB. We're following the Cambridge International Education. So, kumusta po ang first day ng balik ng klase?
It was very different. Masyado siyang mahigpit. You need to have, as a teacher, you need to have like self-discipline. You cannot just easily just go around. I just stayed in faculty if I don't have class. When I'm teaching in like near the board, I don't want students to be coming over. Just, hey sir, can I ask you a question? Even though that there is a mask, I always provide like that 1 meter. I know that there are experiments that I need to do because IB needs to do one experiment and it's requirement for them to pass it internationally. So right now I prioritize that kasi I am not sure whether there will be second wave. This is what we are afraid of. And when we deal with second wave, we are not sure how to deal with this again. Because remember, the experiments are just there. You can just do it in the school. So
yung attendance nga pala niyan, Erickson, lahat sila bumalik or there were students na opted not to go for face-to-face?
Yes. Gusto malaman niya.
Everybody, it's perfect attendance.
GC din ba sila?
Sobrang GC po sila. You have no idea how GC they are. Chinese students are very GC. Sir, how can I bump my grade? How can I do this? Let me just tell you, the parents, if in the Philippines, because I came from Chinese Filipino Catholic school, and the parents there are Chinese, they give so many gifts. And here also, they give gifts. Sometimes mooncake. The mooncake, may laban sa loob na sobre na may pera. But of course, you have to give it because accepting it would mean dapat ibigay mo yung gusto nila. Yes. Thank you, Ma'am Emmy. Yeah.
Jane
salamat,
has
sir.
question. Jane has question. How long is the total screen time for synchronous learning?
There is sometimes there's one period. One period is 40 minutes. Sometimes it's 2 periods. So roughly 1 hour and 20. Sometimes 1 hour and 30.
So synchronous yan. Wala
Yes.
nang, so, do you still
Yes.
provide activities asynchronously, yung mga assignments?
Yes, yes. So what I do is we have manage back. Manage back is like our system wherein if we go here, for example, for example, this is managed back. We assign an assignment, and then that particular assignment, um, this is the attendance that we do it every day. That assignment is task and units. We can put it, and then they will find the drop box. So right away, okay, you need to submit this within this time period. So there. Ginagawa talaga nila to because if you set a deadline for this one, after the deadline, you cannot pass anymore.
So what
Or
do
you
you
will
do for those students na late ang submission? Nothing.
For students who are late, for example, I would, for example, you can file a behavior tab.
Wow.
So you can say academic issue. The student is not submitting assignment, just one. What will happen is the advisor will be notified automatically, will be sent out to the the parent. So if, they are very keen about this. So for example, this one, 2 weeks prior to summative test, I already give. They know already
notice
what to do. That there is a notice. So there. Yes. Some questions.
Also, ma'am, if you're going to use, if they are using manage back, after you grade the students, you can send the grade notification to the parents, wherein the grades of the students will be sent to the parents' email, so they are notified on on the grade of their kids.
Oh, so kung yung parents, meron na bang experience na nagreklamo yung parents dahil mababa yung grades? Medyo maulan sa amin, malakas.
Sino ba?
Tanong ay, ang tanong ko ay, ano ba tanong ko kanina?
May mga nagreklamo na ba?
Meron na bang parent na nagreklamo dahil doon sa grades?
Yes, there are parents, not really sometimes complaints, but let me just share my screen to you. Sometimes the grades, but they know everything here is recorded. For example, if I click on the term grades, and they know what is the status of the student. So they know our grade is 1 to 7.
Ano ibig sabihin nun? 1 is the highest?
7, this one, 7 is 75%. 6 is 64%. 7 is the highest. So, yun. If you get a 7...
Bakit hindi 100? Bakit 75 lang?
75 to 100 because IB standards is very
so
low.
Pass na. Pass.
So, pass na siya as 7. So, pag nakakuha ka ng 7, so for example, this one, sometimes maraming tumatawad na students and parents. Bakit? Halimbawa, in order for you to get a 6, you need to get 64. But the student's grade is 61. Sir, is it possible if you can give at least 3 points so that so tumatawad sila. Hindi sila nakikipag I've never experienced as a parent na nagrereklamo because of this, because they know that everything is graded. If you are a teacher who values, learning, and nakita talaga na hindi kayong pariwara na teacher, wala silang masasabi. Kasi everything is graded. Lahat ng makikita mo dito. Right? So, there. Wala po silang masasabi.
So, anong gagawin mo doon sa 3 points na that bibigyan mo ng additional exercise?
It depends. It depends.
So
Just like for us.
Decision. Depende kung maganda yung estudyante.
Depende talaga kung
Or magkano yung nilagay sa
how I
sa
wish.
mooncake.
Mooncake.
How I wish.
Saan nagbibigay din dito?
There was ang pinakamalaki yata.
Kailangan din ma-maintain yung ating integrity as a teacher.
Yes.
Hindi
Bawal po yan
mababayaran.
dito.
Kasi di ba lahat naman po yata, kahit saan naman po yata, may corruption and everything.
Ganon. Pag every time ba nagre-receive ako ng mga donuts sa klase ko, sa office namin,
Ma'am
corruption yun.
okay lang po yung donut. Pero pagka nagbigay ng estudyante ng Gucci, Chanel, medyo, di ba?
Ay, tatanggapin ko yun kasi branded yun. Hindi, joke lang.
Ako bawal pala yun.
Sir, bawal yun. So yung natanggap mong MacBook, hindi
ibalik
pwede.
mo siya, no? Merong question dito si Wela ba to? Na you have mentioned using
Hi, Wela.
Mm-mm.
You have mentioned using assessment for students taking is it available it's available outside China, however it's paid.
Is that very expensive? Or
I'm not sure.
Alam mo naman sa atin na the teacher has to pay for the internet, for all those connections at saka assessment, apps that we wanted to have in our classroom.
So, for example, Quizlet. Yung Quizlet, alam po natin may bayad rin po ito, di ba?
May mga free samples.
In Thinking is also a physics resource for IB, but you can also get that. If you want, so manage back is also not free. IB question bank is also not
I have
free.
a question.
You have, yes. So, actually po, dito, this is freeexampapers.com. This is where I get many questions. This is a question bank that is so good. Kasi makikita mo talaga siya, ang rami niyang mga, halimbawa, AP Physics, AP Chemistry, ang rami talaga niya. Yes, questions po.
Before Ryan's question, gusto kong susugan muna yung assessment kasi even though you also have those materials, ang estudyante din has the means na makuha rin niya yung mga assessment na yon. Do you usually copy the assessment questions, or you modify them para ma-assure mo na hindi lang talaga siya galing din doon sa mga ganong apps?
Yes, correct po. Ang ganda po ng question. Kung bakit po ako po nagmo-modify po ako ng questions. Why? Because students know, for example, I would go onto IB Physics. They also have for
that
example,
resource.
IB, that resource, and they can usually find this. So what I do is, for example, I'm not sure if it's gonna load.
I have a question.
Ryan, you'll be the next one.
So I iniiba ko po talaga, iniiba ko. And then at the same time, I don't usually, because this one is from year 2009. They also have this. They also pay this, so they know what questions will happen in a particular topic. For example, you have what core, you have mechanics. All they need to do is just to search it. So ako po, naghahanap po ako ng questions sa 2002, 2003. So,
and then modify it kasi usually sa mga choices or mga given para lang ma-check mo na hindi lang talaga siya copied, alam mo na, yung kinokopya din ng mga bata.
Yes po. Sino po may question?
Si Ryan.
Okay, sir. Sir Verdon?
Yes po.
Okay. First of all, thank you for your sharing. But I don't know if my question is related to your presentation, but I am just curious because I think last month or 2 months ago, there was this debatable issue about the New York virus, that it was considered to be made daw inside the laboratory. How do you process that among your Chinese learners?
To be honest po, hindi sila nagtatanong, discuss this amongst themselves, because just like what I've mentioned, everything that they put on WeChat is recorded onto their phone. And that phone is connected to their huko, I mean their ID. And pwede silang ma-record po doon. So they don't ask that question.
Can I just share an experience?
Another question.
Yes.
O sige.
Amigo.
Ay, hindi. Just continuing dun sa sinabi ni Sir Erickson. Mayroon kasi kaming mga teachers dito na they're teaching Chinese in our international school, pero they're from mainland China or Taiwan. Oh, yun nga, yung may tinanong lang siya during that time, end of December, first week of January, bumalik kami from our Christmas holiday. Tapos may tinanong lang siya tungkol sa virus na yun, dun sa family niya sa China. Immediately after just 1 minute, blocked yung WeChat niya. So, hindi niya ma-access yung kanyang pera.
Oh.
Ganon kabilis yung processing nila ng information, detection ng mga kung ano-anong mga questions regarding that.
Yes, and to follow lang po.
Security talaga, high security sa China.
Yes, yung pinakamainit po na topic po yung natatandaan niyo po ba yung si Lee?
Yung
Dr.
Yes,
Dr. Lee po na pina-stop. Magtagalog po tayo dahil ako po ay madedelikado. Dahil di ba nga po ay Zoom ay pwede pong ma-record. Marami pong mga tao na nagbigay po ng Weibo, yung sa Twitter nila, nagbigay po sila ng mga opinion nila na sobrang sama naman, kaya kasalanan nyo yan, ganyan. All of a sudden, natatanggal po agad. So meron po silang department na kung saan nagfi-filter ng lahat ng mga impormasyon na lumalabas. So lahat po ng anti ay natatanggal. Sa west part po ng China, Shanghai po, I am living in a bubble. That means mayaman po ang city na to. Pero sa west part po ng China ay sobrang mahirap po. And hindi po yun pinapakita sa CCTV. CCTV is like ABS-CBN, the channels nila, because they are, pinaproject po nila na ito ay isang
advanced country na.
Yes, which is advanced country, pero pinipili lang po ang yun lang po.
So meron tanong ulit si Jane.
One last.
Sige, go Ryan.
Okay, my concern now is about the curriculum. Since you mentioned a while ago na bakasyon nyo during the time na in-announce yung pandemic, was there an opportunity for your school to restructure your curriculum that is related to pandemic, like for example a survival curriculum?
No, we don't have a choice because IB sets the curriculum standards. We have, for example, I have topics 1 to 8, and then I have options. I have all in all 9 topics. And dahil nga po kami ay international standards, whatever happens, the curriculum na itetest nila internationally ay the same. So you have no choice but to teach the students. We have to be fast. There's no pandemic issue onto the IB itself. They will not say, hindi to matuturo. Hindi, bibigay to lahat. So ganun lang po.
Same
so what's your stand about that?
Of course, I would love na hindi nila ayusin nila, but of course we don't have a choice.
Straight-laced na yung curriculum. So whatever is being given to you, wala ka nang chance to change it or to
I don't
integrate.
have a choice.
No integration.
Yes. I can integrate, pwede naman, but you still go back to the curriculum. So what's your choice? You just stick to the curriculum because you don't have time. Time is the most important thing right now. I would love to teach, but then again, I don't have time for experiment. So experiment. Yes, Miss Corazon.
Naka-mute
ka po, Mama.
Unmute ko na siya.
Ayan. Okay.
Miss Corazon is the EPS of Parañaque, DepEd. Welcome.
Pasensya na, may ongoing meeting din ako with SDS. Pero isang reaction lang with respect to learning competence. Hindi talaga natin hindi tayo pwedeng umalis because it's a standard given to us. If we wanted to include the COVID or whatever phenomenon that is present or existing, pwede naman nating, sabi nga ni Erickson, i-integrate lang. Pero it is not a must na ito yung nangyayari ngayon, yan lang yung lesson mo. Just like what Vic Marie has provided in the YouTube, very informative. I really like it. So I shared it with the teachers in the division of Parañaque for them
Thank
to
you.
understand how COVID is affected and explained in a scientific manner. Thank you, Sir
Yeah.
Erickson, for the sharing. Kaya lang medyo na ako, kakayanin kaya natin with respect dun sa sanitation. Alcohol pa lang nagkukulang na.
At saka
Mask
yung
siya kung
preparation
meron.
ng DepEd, Ma'am Corazon, yung how does DepEd prepare for the incoming school year, no?
So far, kung dati 5 days lang ang work, ngayon parang 24/7 na kami. Anytime there will be call from the region, the division, SDS. We're focusing now on harvesting the things or the learning materials used by teachers from the previous years that we think would be very helpful for them, even if it is a soft copy or hard copy. And then after compiling those things, starting June 1, whatever is the need, nakuha namin ano yung kulang, dun pa lang magde-develop ng necessary materials for the blended learning or the flexible learning options we are going to give our learners.
So
definitely,
Cora,
we cannot have the opening of classes on a face-to-face basis. It should be with the clearance coming from the IATF, DOH, and the local government.
Okay. So, Ma'am Cora, because of this challenge sa ating educational system, the PNU FSTEM alumni have really the heart to help DepEd in any way that they can. So, some of them are already preparing videos for lessons. So, we are already starting this project na pwedeng makakuha ng mga materials from the alumni, from their videos, from ganon, para makatulong din sa DepEd at saka sa science education in our country. O, di ba?
Thank you, Vic. And Sir Erickson, will it be okay if I share your YouTube as well?
Sure po, pero hindi naman po yun kompleto.
Okay lang. At least it can help them. Malilesen na yung i-prepare nilang material. With your permission.
Sure po.
That's very good. Okay, thank you, Ma'am Cora, for your insight. I-mute na kita. Okay. And anyone who has a question? Wala
Right?
na.
Right, ba may question ka?
Natanong na ni Ryan yon.
Natanong
Si
na.
Emmy meron ba?
Si Emmy, meron ka pang tanong, Emmy?
And I just would like to say thank you kay Mr. Erickson. Siyempre, lahat naman ng mga sharings natin is, di ba, good practices. Pero, ang lagi kasing nasa isip ko is that paano yung sa DepEd, paano yung sa CHAD, paano yung standardization ng, ng nangyayari ngayon, paano yon gagawin na lahat pare-parehas sa buong Pilipinas?
Tamang question yan, Emmy, di ba? Paano tayo as a PNU alumni to help DepEd in this move for greater quality science education? Randolph,
Yeah, so Sir ER.
Randolph, ikaw, may sasabihin ka?
Nasa grad school ako, may mga tao. Hindi ako makarita.
Randolph will have something to say.
Actually, one of the problems in the public school system is yung pagkakapare-pareho nga po ng content. Kasi as of this moment, in order to cope up with the pandemic, ang ito sa akin ng division ng Bacoor is that each school will create their modules for the blended learning. As of now, yun pa lang po yung instructions sa amin. Pero kasi we view it as challenging yung pag-online, especially kasi may mga students kami na below who are members of below the poverty line. As in, sobrang nahihirapan pa silang kumuha ng pambayad nila sa data. So we're working, how are we going to deal with those kinds of students?
Sir ER will react.
Teka lang. O sige. Kakapalang ko ng mukha ako kasi palabas-labas yung supervisor ko eh. Just to react to Randolph's concern, first things first, let's go back with what Ma'am Cora has mentioned earlier. There are these basic competencies that we have to address. That's why it's common to all. But again, it's just the minimum. So we can go beyond. And why we are asked to develop these materials is because we know for the fact that nature, the context of our learners. So that's why DepEd has two frame of thoughts, yung contextualization at saka yung pag-address sa lahat ng basic skills. So that's why that's a challenge kung paano natin gagamitin yung experience natin at saka available resources. Ma'am Cora mentioned earlier about it's really, kunyari, with what Sir Eric has been sharing with us, it's very fruitful, it's very meaningful, but it's highly contextualized based on his experience and based on the availability of materials they have. On the other hand, we also have some limitations. Pero baka we can source out by looking into which models, which applications and platforms we can really maximize, which is highly contextualized in our nature, in our community. Kasi parang ang mangyayari, we just have to learn from his experience that we have to contextualize it from our own experiences. Yun yung take-off ko. Okay? But what is more important also from what Eric has shared with us is protocols are very important. And really how we have to follow instructions as given by the government or by the institutions in order to make this pandemic experience more meaningful and more fruitful kahit na very challenging. That's how I see it. And
so we will just have to, deal with this in different contexts. So yung kay Randolph na issue na kailangang modules, then we'll have to experiment on that.
We have to do that. Parang we have just to take the moment, seize the moment,
and observe what we can do and help our community.
Parang idea na these things will pass. Pero dapat ginagawa ka.
We will not go to China to teach, but we will serve. Yes. Some of us will have to serve here during the pandemic.
And add ko lang po na I think that speaking from a setup na sobrang idealistic kasi ang taas ng standards ng China in terms of education, in terms of online teaching, in terms of internet. But then again, I think that there are still creative ways in order for us to address this. We don't need to have the same, we can just, if the student cannot access the internet right now, we can just upload it somewhere else. We can have online education, upload the file, and then let the student have examples of this one. Let the student follow the example. Those particular ones, I think that we can be creative at this particular time.
Yeah, I agree.
Tama yan.
Okay, share ko lang yung
yes, Nen.
Hello, yes. So,
Sir
ang share, hindi na ako mag-video kasi malabo. Anyway, dalawang bagay lang. Number one, China, Singapore, Taiwan, they did not became an overnight success, actually. If we will take a look at the history, we take a look at China, 1940s, 50s, 60s, hindi sila ganun kaboom. Mga 90s year 2000 lang sila. The same thing with Taiwan. Noong 1970s, ang sabi ng nanay ko when she went to Taiwan, babae ang nagko-construction, hindi lalaki. But we could see na where they are now. Because the government is strong, has a good directions kung saan nila dadali yung tao nila.
And obedient.
So in terms of Philippines naman sa ating education, refer ko na lang kayo doon sa aking post, doon sa chat. I think what we are good is being creative. Filipinos are very creative. And this is our, and we are very good in contextualization. I think will allow us to pass the Red Sea.
Okay,
Triumphantly.
Professor Alphonse,
So may
have
hope pa rin
something to
tayo.
say?
So we should not be looking us. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you. Alphonse, are you there? My co-host for this show?
Naririnig niyo?
Narinig.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm sorry, medyo I'm actually in another webinar. I'm sorry. Pero nakikinig po ako.
Okay.
So, hi Ma'am Cora. And thank you po kay Erickson. Masyado marinig. Thank you, Erickson, for sharing. Siguro, pick up point ko lang, kasi di ba yung concern natin, ang dami nating concern na dami nating kailangang gawin, tapos yung difficulty ng DepEd, etc. Siguro, ang mga teachers ngayon, I think the teachers would have to learn how to curate. Siguro yung curate materials, kasi ang dami-daming materials like what Erickson shared, yung iba available naman sa atin sa Philippines. So, I think yung pag-curate ng tamang materials for every competency, for every MELF, I think yun naman ang start off dun eh. Hindi naman natin kailangan lahat-lahat para lang we have to be more flexible kasi talagang ang hirap-hirap ng panahon. So, diba, parang sabi nga ni Kuya ER, I'll take that, I'll pick up that, let's deliver. Kaya natin yan. Pero, let's also be very flexible. So, ang daming online materials. Diba, Kuya ER, sir, ang daming online materials. Curate natin, piliin natin yung pinakamagaganda. Malay natin, matulungan natin yung klase natin, yung school natin. Matulungan din natin yung mga schools. Yun.
Okay. Ma'am Jazz. Saan si Ma'am Cora?
Nakamute si Ma'am Cora.
Ayan, oo.
Yan. So kay Sir Alphonse, na sobrang dami talaga ng available natin na materials online. Though siguro nagiging problema natin, sabi nga ni Sir Randolph ba yun, we are not yet asked to prepare modules. Only that, after ma-harvest natin yung materials na available based on the MELC or yung most essential learning competencies, then that's the time that we need to prepare. Alin ba yung wala talagang material? Doon pa lang gagawin. We tend to opt with the blended learning kasi nga marami ding students na wala namang access sa internet. So, soft and hard copies of materials na kung walang internet access si bata, merong ibibigay na hard copy in the form of modules or activity sheets. So, pero mag-start pa ng work niyan June 1 hanggang August 23 kasi 24 yung start. But it doesn't mean naman that we're going to do face-to-face na. So, may mga dinadraft pa based dun sa learning continuity plan na aligned, na ibinaba ng central, inalign ni region, at inalign naman ni division. At from the division, inalign ni school. So, nandun pa kasi sa prosesong yon na ginagawa pa ng mga school heads. Kaya hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin natin masabi kung ano ba talaga yung kasi depende dun sa nung school need nung school. Syempre, ano ba yung meron siya, ano yung kaya niyang ibigay. So, i-consider din yan. So, maghihintay pa rin tayo. Meron pa naman tayong 2 buwan. Pero teachers are very naman sila. Pagdating sa ganyan, matutuwa ka kasi napaka well-versed nila. Nakakapag-eat sila ng materials na talagang, ay, oo nga, no, ang galing. So, yung mga ganon na mapapawaw ka rin. So, we'll just wait and see. Pero we're praying for the best.
Okay. I'll just take off from the statement ni Ma'am Cora na may mga teachers na tayo nagde-develop ng mga videos. So, ang next session natin ay, meron kasi akong estudyante na ayaw niyang magsabi. He has developed a video. Ang next session natin is to make to have this, to study this video, how to use this video for our lessons, at saka how to improve this video para magamit natin. O, kailan natin ang session natin? Kasi si JD ay hindi pwede ng Saturday. So, pwede siguro natin gawin to ng Friday. Is Friday okay with you? 10 in the morning para we could have this prepared video. We'll study this one and how we'll be able to do this, utilize this in our classroom. I really want everyone to be there para you could have your positive and negative comments kasi open din ang ating teacher for comments para ma-improve yung kanyang lesson and how we'll be able to do that. Implement it in our classrooms. Is that all right with you, I guess? So it's already 11:32. We had a lot of discussions at saka we also learned really from this session. Eric, do you have some last words to say?
Thank you very much for inviting me. I would just like to thank you. Naging professor ko po si Ma'am Camacho, si Ma'am Ocampos, si Sir Pelgone, I think hindi po si Ma'am Jasmine, but and I think hindi rin po si Sir ER, but naging professor ko po ay halos rin naman po lahat. But I would just like to take this opportunity to mention how Ma'am Ocampo trained me to be one of the, I think, the best version of myself because apparently during those student meeting time, I mean, I would not be trained like right now because, you know, whenever I have people like my PhD, my masters, came from other universities, palagi nagrereklamo na ganito ang hirap ng ginagawa, ang ganito. Pero konti lang naman ang ginagawa nila. But then again, siguro na-train na tayo. Ako, personally, na-train tayo to do just more what's expected from us. So we don't really complain so much of what we have. And at the same time, I am always grateful for the opportunity that I can teach here. If not
Napaupo ka ba?
Napaupo ka ba?
If it's a performance.
Yes po.
How many times?
I don't know. But I learned so much when you grill us. Because right now, the real world will really grill you. And you have to have thick skin to be able to adapt to the system.
So we are really very proud to all our alumni.
Exactly.
Yun, yung parang all your achievements are parang crowning glory din ng PNU FSTEM. At when you share it, kami rin ay masaya din na nakakasabi na you have been, you know, flying high from your humble beginnings at PNU at napaupo kayo ni Ma'am Ocampo. But then right now, yung pagiging creative at ano, we're really very proud sa lahat ng sa inyo. So when you share, everyone is also being grateful for all those things na ano, we learn from you at saka you excel more than your teachers. And salamat talaga. Salamat sa inyo at patuloy po natin isulong ang science education. Go, go, go. And here for our next session. For our last video for the shooting, take a video, get your mug, open your video, and then let's have a picture. Print screen. Yung iba wala.
Bakit wala? Ayan.
Ayan. Picturean ko rin. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. See you next time.
Saan ba yan?
You can share screen and then there's a line there.
Share screen.
Arrow. Yung arrow. Tapos allow options, I think. In the options wherein you can allow participants to share screen. In the share screen button, ma'am, di ba merong maliit na arrow? Can you see it?
No. Where's that? Tingnan mo? Kailangan ko ng tutorial sa mga ganito. Sandali lang, ha?
Okay.
Where is that sharing screen?
Sa baba po?
sa bottom part
Okay,
po.
so I have the share screen.
And then there's a small arrow on the side, ma'am.
Multiple participants can share.
Yes. Yes.
Ayan.
And then for allow participants.
Advanced sharing
Okay naman.
options. Okay na ito?
Yes.
Yes.
Sino po may meeting na kakaiba?
Si Ma'am Corazon po.
I-mute ko siya. Madam
Yeah.
Cora, marami kang meeting ha. Okay.